Great morning, great morning, great morning. You guys come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's go. Oh, let me turn on my do not disturb. Hold on, you guys. All right. Go ahead and do me a favor. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. And after you let me know that, go ahead and share the broadcast. Go ahead and share the broadcast. While you're sharing, I'm going to share also. Share, share, share. Great morning, April. Thank you, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do me a favor, you guys. Go ahead and share. And while y'all sharing, I'm going to share. Let me refresh and share. All right, all right. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. On this amazing Sabbath morning. Come on, come on, come on. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and just let y'all know that today is going to be challenging. It's going to be challenging. So know in advance that today's message is going to be challenging. I need you to expect to be challenged. Okay. Let me share. All right. Okay. Now, if you see people that normally are on that are not on, make sure you go ahead and share. All right. All right. Bear with me, y'all. Hold on. Let me get these shares out. God is so good. All right. Okay. Think I'm done sharing. I think. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. That should cover everybody. All right. All right, y'all. Come on. Y'all know what we do. Listen, it's first thing in the morning and we're about to get alive. If you don't have your alive, if you haven't tried alive yet, you need to make sure that you get with me or the person that shared this video and get you some alive so that you can be alive. Like for real, for real. I know you living, but are you alive? All right. So here we go, y'all. Y'all know what we do. Shot, 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 shot. Everybody shake, shake, shake. Shake the devil off. ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm telling you, do, re, mi, ABC. 1, 2, 3. Alive. It's you and me. Mwah, 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 mwah. All right, here we go. Oh, come on. Oh, here we go. Come on, come on. All right, y'all. Y'all know what we do. We pour it up. We shake it up, pour it up, and we drink it up. All right. Here's to wanting real change, not just some change, okay? Cheers. My God. Babe, I'm pouring you up. Okay. Before we get started, let me go and do this right here because sir, I'm up. All right, y'all. Good morning, babe.
Real change, not spare change.
Huh. You in my... Okay. You in my message, sir. Why is you in my message?
I just thought I would add that.
You, that's good. Oh, my goodness. All right, y'all. So listen. This morning, first of all, let me just tell you how well I slept last night.
Yeah.
I slept so good last night. When I tell you that I slept and rested so well last night. There's something about rest that allows you to wake up with a new perspective, right? Getting real rest will allow you to wake up with a new perspective. And so when I woke up this morning, you know, my husband went on his walk. I did not go to the gym, but I got up and I was listening to Napoleon Hill talk about faith. And something hit me. And God began to speak to me about change, right? You know, a lot of times we say we want change, but we just want some change. We don't want total change. We want to be healed but not made whole. We want an increase in our finances, but not an increase in our wealth. We want whatever we can get with the least amount of change. We want some money, and if it's change, coins, it's okay because, you know, we got some change. And that's what I feel like we do in our lives sometimes. We get in a place where we get some coins instead of expecting bills. And we're like, oh, I got some coins. That's good enough. Okay, if that's what you want, then just be honest. You know, you don't want change, all caps and bold. You just want some change. You just want a little different. You want things to be a little different, but you don't want change because true change requires change in you. It requires you to change your mindset. It requires you to change what you say. It requires you to change your attitude. So I woke up, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Yesterday, I went through a little something and I woke up this morning and God just convicted me. Like he just really convicted me. And I'm like, God, first of all, I did what you said. He said you didn't, and you did it with an attitude. Well, I did it. You got something out of me. He said, I didn't want something. I wanted you. See, look, when we really show up in full authenticity as God has created us to be, it produces change not only in our lives, but in the lives of everyone we encounter. But when we allow our flesh, that humanity, to get in the way, our humanity will have us feeling away. It'll have us having an attitude. It'll have us stressed out, our nerves bad. We got anxiety, we anxious. Why? Because we're not trusting God fully. Now, y'all listen, y'all can miss me with I trust God, but when we say, I trust God, but we just canceled out I trust God. You don't. You trust you. And there's a difference between you trusting you and you trusting God. If you want to trust you, then you're going to have to do it. What I'm going to tell you about you doing it, me doing it, is we going to mess it up. We're going to mess it up. But if we trust God and allow him to do it, allow him to handle it, allow him to move forth and go forth and create the change, it's lasting. Let me say it like this. Let me say it like this. Maybe this will help you guys get it. The only way, and I want you to hear me, the only way you're going to see wholesale change in your life is you got to change what you listen to. You got to change what you watch. You got to change the voices in your ear. The voices in your ear have you where you are. What voices do you need in your ear to get you where you desire to be? Like, if you really want change, if you really want to see change in your life, you're going to have different voices in your ear. I've come to the conclusion of this, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I recognize when my voice is no longer impacting at the level that people need to produce change in their life. For whatever reason, right? It ain't personal. But I recognize when my voice, right? When my voice becomes like your parents' voice, just fussing at you, just saying stuff. And you like, you know it, but you're like, okay. I also recognize when I need to put somebody else's voice in people's ear. Because somebody else can say the exact same thing that I've been saying, and all of a sudden, it'll make sense. I know that to be true because there have been people that have said things to me and I'm like, somebody else said the same thing, but it was something about that person, something about the anointing on their life, something about in that moment, something about their life experiences, something about the way they presented it that clicked for me. I'm not offended by that. That does not offend me. I'm not offended, right? I want you to really understand the importance of change. I want you to really get the significance of change. And the reality is we buck against change. I'm not going to lie. I buck against it. I can change this much. I can deal with this much change. But when it gets to be too much, I'm like, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Whoa, slow down. That's too much. Hey, Charla, how you doing, beautiful? Yes, it is. Hey, brother, how are you? I got to call you after this. Because you've been on my mind. So, change, true change, lasting change, I had to watch myself. I was like, oh, Lord, I don't want to be throwing up the Illuminati signs. It requires you to do some things differently, starting with what you listen to, what you say out your mouth, and what you say to yourself. This morning I was listening to, hey Lisa, thank you. Listen, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I did not put this shirt on, like I didn't think about it, but I ain't got no makeup on. I got some lip gloss on. but I got no makeup on and I got my perfectly imperfect shirt on. Because y'all, true change requires you to admit that you're perfectly imperfect. True change requires you to admit where you need help. And if you are a person who doesn't like needing help, then you're going to get stuck. Thank you, brother. You're going to get stuck, right? You're going to get stuck because you're not going to be willing. Your pride, your ego will not allow you to sit at the feet of someone who has accomplished great things and really listen and apply it. It won't allow you to duplicate. It won't allow you to move because they said move, to act on an instruction. It won't allow you to do that because your pride and your ego says, I'm the one who gives instructions. I don't take instructions. I'm the one who leads. I don't follow. I'm the one who this, I don't that. See, sometimes our view of ourselves will get in the way of the change that we desire. If you could have gotten yourself to where you are destined to be already, you would already be there, but you're not. And if you're not, that means that there is still some growing, some changes that need to be made in your life. And you've got to find a voice that you can listen to, that you can receive that from. Maybe my voice isn't the voice. Maybe my voice isn't the voice that motivates you to change. Maybe my voice isn't the voice that can produce that connect for you. Or maybe it's not my voice. Maybe you don't want to listen. Whatever it is, I just need you to find someone whose words will get through to you to help you make the changes that you need to make in your life so that you can live the life that you've been destined to live. This is about destiny. It's not about pride and ego. It's not about who says it that helps you to get there. It's about you actually getting there. I want you to get there. I don't care if you don't get there because of something I said. I just want you to get there. I don't have to take the credit for you getting there because at the end of the day, God is the one who will get you there combined with your efforts. And I'm not going to take your efforts out because I know you think, well, oh, God did it. God did it. There's a part that God plays, but there's a part that you play. And if you try to make it all God, then you won't do your part. So no, I'm not going to say God just did it. No, God did it. God and I did it. God and I did it. We did it in concert together. We worked together in order to produce some things in my life. God and I did it. God didn't just do it. He didn't wave a magic wand. He didn't just blow on it. Like, no, there was work that I had to do. And sometimes we don't want to do the work. We want a miracle with no work. So check this out. Work can be exercising your faith. Exercising your faith is work. That's why they call it exercise. You exercise your faith by working it. You got to work your faith. If you're not working your faith, you're not exercising it. Oh, I believe, but you ain't doing nothing. You don't believe nothing. Stop lying to yourself. You don't really believe. You think it might. And there's a difference between I think it might and belief, which says I know it will. I think it might work. I know it must work. I know it's already worked. It's already done. Yes, brother. Faith without works is dead. I just want to know, do you really want change or do you just want some change? Do you really want change or do you just want some change? See, because this is the truth of the matter. You'll know how badly you want something by what you're willing to do to get it. And I'm not talking about doing anything illicit or illegal. I'm not talking about that. But are you willing to stretch outside of your comfort zone to do the work in order to get to what it is that you desire? Are you willing to do that? Because if you don't, then you don't really want it. Let me tell you this. Let me say this. This example is used. I've seen it used where somebody says, listen, somebody tell me what your dream car is. What's your dream car? Man don't work, he stay hungry or eating scraps and leftovers. Yes, right. No polls, please. Now, if you on a poll, there is absolutely no judgment, right? It's absolutely no judgment. But let's talk about how we can get you off the poll, right? Because I don't think the poll is your end game. So let's talk about life after the poll, right? What's your dream car? Somebody tell me what their dream car is. Your dream car, like the car that you like, oh my God, like that's your car. That's right, Charla. None, no judgment. That's right. What's your dream car? Somebody tell me what your dream car is. What is your dream car? See, because this is the thing. Sometimes people will talk to you and they'll say, oh, well, you can get this. Okay, but that ain't what you want. You don't want that. So there's no motivation to do that. All right. My brother said Jaguar XF. Jaguar XF. What color, brother? What color does your Jaguar need to be? And what color is your interior? I need to know that. What color Jag? What color interior? What's your interior? What kind of interior you want? Black on black. Black with black interior. Black on black. Because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing black on black. Ooh, black with brick red interior. Come on, somebody. Black with brick red interior. Hey, Philander, congratulations, beautiful, on your marriage. White Range Rover. Come on now. Come on. Now listen to me. If somebody said to you, look, I've got a black Jaguar XF with brick red interior that I'm going to give to you. I'm going to sell it to you, and I'm going to sell it to you for $5,000. $5,000, but I got to have $5,000 in cash, okay? I need it in 24 to 48 hours, right? You got 24 to 48 hours to do it. Are you going to be able to come up with that $5,000 in cash? Or I've got a white Range Rover for you. White Range Rover, right? It's got your interior. It's loaded. Listen, and I'm going to sell it to you for $5,000 in cash. But you got 48 hours to get it. 24 to 48 hours to get it, right? You're so welcome. I got a yellow Hummer for you, right? Yellow Hummer. I'm selling it for $5,000 cash. You got 24 to 48 hours to get it. Okay? All right? Got a yellow Hummer with deep purple interior, specifically for you, right? Selling it for $5,000 in cash. Charlie said, yes, ma'am, I will do it. God has me. 10 friends, $500. 50 friends, $100. Okay. Y'all see how y'all just said that? To get that car, right? How you figured it out. Because there's a mathematical equation, right? There's a mathematical equation. I know, Charlie, y'all going to have matching yellow Hummers. They just going to have different interior, okay? There's a mathematical equation. If you know that you can get a Jaguar XF with brick red interior, a white Hummer with the interior of your choice, you can get a white Range Rover with the interior of your choice, a yellow Hummer with your interior, right? And you got 24 to 48 hours to get it done. Listen, if you want it bad enough, right? Yes, brother. If you want it bad enough, if you want the change bad enough, if you want whatever it is bad enough, you will do what's necessary to get it. You're going to work for it. Listen, and if you call one of your friends and they say, oh, I can't help you, are you going to stop calling people because one person said they couldn't help you? Are you going to stop calling? You call one person and they said no. Are you going to stop calling people? You going to stop calling your friends? Y'all let me know what y'all going to do. You going to stop because one person said no? Or you going to keep going? Entrepreneurialism is birthed out of desire and faith. Charlie said, nope, I'm moving to the next one. If 2 of your friends say no, they can't help you. Or you don't even need that. Why do you even need that? You don't need that car. Because if you got to call me to get the money to get it, how are you going to do the maintenance? How are you going to do the oil change? You know how much the oil change costs with that car? How are you going to change the tires? How are you going to do this? How are you going to keep it up? How are you going to put gas in it? You know it uses premium. You keep dialing, you keep calling. One monkey don't stop a show. Yes. Listen. So why have you stopped on you? Why have you stopped on you? Your destiny. I know we're talking about a vehicle, but what about your destiny? You just stopped because something didn't happen the way you wanted to. Something didn't go right. Something. Charles said, I'm going to get on my face, then going to the next one. Come on. Listen, we'll do all of that for something material. We'll keep going. We'll keep pressing. We'll keep dialing, calling, trying, reaching, talking. We'll call people we don't even like and say, hey, listen, I need your help. I need da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Can you help me out? Okay? And won't stop. But we stop on us. We stop on us, on our destiny, on what God desires to do in our life, on the change that he desires to produce in our life, on the destiny that he has already mapped out for our life. We stop because something didn't go right. Something didn't look right. Something didn't happen right. Somebody said no. Somebody said, who do you think you are? How do you have the audacity to do that? Because somebody didn't believe in you. Stop. Stop. But you'll keep going for that car. Imagine this. Imagine that car is attached to your destiny. And in order to get to the car, you got to get to your destiny. Will that motivate you? Will that motivate you? If the car, your dream car, is attached to your destiny, when you get to your destiny, getting that car won't be a problem. Are you still going to stop? So you got to figure out what it is that you want so badly that it'll keep you going, even when you want to give up, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when you want to quit, even when you want to stop, even when it's uncomfortable. What is that? What is your why? Why are you living your life? Why are you doing life? I know we say, oh, I just want to please God. Okay. 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 But pleasing God is getting to your destiny. You think pleasing God is just going into a building. You think pleasing God is just praying. You think pleasing God is just doing these things. Pleasing God is getting to your destiny, your specific destiny, the one that he crafted just for you. That when that existed before you were even formed in your mother's womb. You got to get there. You got to get there. And you can't stop because it's uncomfortable. But it's going to require you to change. You're going to have to change. You're going to have to grow and you're going to have to stretch. I was talking to one of my girlfriends yesterday, and I was talking about something I had to do. And I said, like, really, God? And she said, ooh, he must have something big in store for you to have to do that. And I had to think about it. The me that I have to become to get to destiny is a me who can love everybody. See the positive and the good in everybody. Who won't allow hurt, feelings, disappointment, insecurities, fears, judgment to get in the way of how I view people. And honestly, I'm not there yet. I'm not there. And yesterday proved it to me that I'm not there. Baby girl, you still got work to do. And I'm like, I know, but I'm better than I was. But I can't stop it better than I was. If I stop it better than I was, it'll be like me getting to $4,999 for that car, but not having the whole five and missing it by $1. You see, it doesn't matter whether you miss it by $1 or $4,000. Missing it is missing it. So I have to challenge me. Yes, girl, a me that can love everybody. Yes, Summerlin, God is truly working on us. Hey, Christina, great morning. Hey, Sharina, how are you? Only when we let him. The me that I have to be to become. That, listen, I'm telling you, y'all, I'm not telling you that change is easy, but I'm telling you that it's necessary. And the only way that you're going to make the level of change that you got to make is that you've got to know that the outcome is worth it. It can't be something superficial. Yes, Philander, working on a better me daily. You said that's when you start cushion surfing and checking pockets. Come on now. Listen. See, when you really want something, there's no way. Sabarokosa. Because the change counts. Listen. We think those small changes, that little stuff doesn't count. But when you so close, listen, if you gotta go walk parking lots to pick up pennies, you gonna do that. Change is ongoing, no breaks. Okay? Y'all, listen to me. And I want y'all to get this. Maybe this message will help you view things a little differently, and maybe it won't. But what I will tell you is it has checked me. It checked me. If it didn't check nobody else, it checked me. It checked me. Let me say this for my married folks, okay? You know, when you get married, you be like, oh, my marriage go, baby, this, my husband this, my wife that, right? Marriage only works if two people make a decision to commit to each other and their union to the point where they're willing to change in order to make it work. I need a drink on that. I need a drink on that. I hate when God take me to this place right here because it always checks me. Listen, I don't hate it for nobody else. Like, I really legitimately be talking to me, y'all. I'm talking to me right now, y'all. So just bear with me for a minute while I have this conversation with myself where God is speaking through me to me. Okay. I need y'all to hold on. I needed a lot of drink on that. Okay, so listen. Marriage. Ooh. All these people want it, but they don't want what comes with it. Listen. Yes, brother, little changes make a big difference. Lisa said, you checking me right now, period. Becoming the destiny version of me. Yes. Commit to change for the better and not be bitter in the process. Brother, you know, that's your word. You be preaching that right there. Accumulative, right? Accumulative, right? Yeah, I know what you're saying, Summerlin. I know what you're saying. I got you, boo. I got you. Listen, check this out. People desire to be married, but they don't desire to change. When you desire to be married, but you won't change, you're desiring to be frustrated. I can't change my husband. My husband can't change me. I'm responsible for changing me. Okay? He's responsible for changing him. If both of us go under God's surgery, right? And it's not an outpatient surgery. Yeah, you got to lay on the table. but there's no anesthesia. You are wide awake while you go through this surgical procedure, and you still feel. You're not numb and you're not asleep, okay? God literally begins to work on you and you feel it. And it's like, ooh, some stuff is like a pinch. Ooh. But some stuff cuts deep and you're like, whoa, wait, hey, wait. I didn't want that. I didn't want that. Don't do that. I don't want that. It hurts. The one that produces the greatest change in you is the one that hurts the worst, but it's the most necessary. So if there is a tumor the size of a bowling ball inside of you, and there is a mole, okay, a tag that needs to be removed. That tag is easier to remove. And on the surface, it looks better. You look better, but you still got a bowling ball sized tumor inside of you. So, are you just going to get the tag removed, the mole removed, but not get the bowling ball sized tumor out of you? I'm going to have to get that tumor out. And I may have to feel it. It's going to hurt. But do you know the difference in how you feel when that bowling ball sized tumor is removed? Now, that bowling ball sized tumor is the hurt, the trauma, the disappointment, the daddy issues, the mama issues that are inside of you. Now, some of y'all say y'all don't have those issues. Well, whatever your issues is and whatever size your ball is, I'm talking about my ball, okay? My ball is bowling ball size, and God has been not only cutting me open to remove it, but sometimes it's had to be chipped away. It's had to be cut in halves and parts, and then pieces removed because I wasn't able to withstand the entire process all at once. Hey, Keith, how you doing, man of God? Be careful what you pray for. Be sure you know what to do with it when you get it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there are people that are fumbling marriages. Right now, there are people who are fumbling good women. There are people that are fumbling good men. There are people that are fumbling a gift that God gave them, but they fumbling. You fumbling the ball. And then you're trying to figure out what happened. You fumbled. You fumbled. I'm mixing a lot of metaphors today, right? But I really want y'all to understand it. So right now, it's basketball season. And basketball season, it's not necessarily fumbles, but you do have times when somebody will, what's it called, y'all? When they, oh my goodness, when they lose the ball, what's it called? It's called something though. Y'all help me. Y'all help me. Turnovers. Yes, you have a turnover. You make a turnover, right? It means you're responsible for turning the ball over into the other team's hand, right? That's basketball. In football, it is a fumble because when you catch the ball, but then you lose it, you have just fumbled it. Now, listen, it's great that you caught the ball. It's great that you had the ball in your hand. It's great that the pass was completed. So on your stats, you're going to have a completed pass, but then after the pass was completed, you fumbled. So what good does it do to catch the ball, to have a completed pass, and then you fumble? This is what we do with our life. We do it with people. We do it with relationships. We do it with business. We do it with opportunities. We do it with our lives, right? We just fumble. We just fumble. We catch it for a minute. Okay, we catch the promise of God. Oh, I got that prophetic word. We catch it for a minute, but you fumble it. You fumbled it. God gave you the word. The word was established, and you fumbled it. Well, why did you believe? You didn't believe it, and you didn't believe it. Oh, you felt like, I think it might happen. You said, oh, thank you, God. I receive it. 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 Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And you left, and it didn't happen that same day. He said, well, it ain't happened yet. And it didn't happen the next day. And it didn't happen the day after that. It didn't happen a week, a month, a year. You said, oh, this ain't gonna never happen. Now, at first you thought it might happen. Then the more time passed, the less you thought it might happen. And you started to say, this is not gonna happen. But your belief or lack thereof is what determined the fumble. Can we be honest? I want to be honest right now. There have been times when my belief level was so high that I thought a thing and it came into fruition quickly. That's how my belief was. My belief was that high. There were other times when I had belief, but it was intermingled with some doubt. And it eventually happened, but it took longer for it to happen because I was in a war between belief and unbelief, belief and doubt, belief and I don't know, right? Uncertainty, right? But in those times when I believe, that means I know. When you believe, you know. Belief is a knowing. You just know it. You don't know how you know it. You just know it. You know it to be true. Now, the evidence around you may not suggest it, but you just know it. When you're in that place, God is able to do incredible things in your life. That's the place where miracles occur. That's the place where the things that people have said or things that look impossible happen. When you know. When you know that you know that you know for real. Not for play, not you look like you know. You're going to say you know, but you don't really know, right? But when you know, when you believe what God has said to the point where you're like, oh, I'm doing this, let's go. Let me give you an analogy. I'm mixing a bunch of analogies, but y'all stay with me. Let's say you want to buy a house. You want to buy a house, but you don't know if you're going to be able to buy the house, if you're going to be able to get the funding. So what you do is you apply for pre-approval. You apply for pre-approval. You see, when you could just go look at houses, but you haven't been pre-approved, you don't know if you're going to be able to get the money, right? But you're looking for the house, right? Then you go get the money. But when you got a pre-approval, you move a little differently. You know that you have a certain amount of funds that are available to you for the house that you purchased, right? So you know the budget that you're working with. So when you go look at houses, you want to look at houses that's in your budget because you already pre-approved. And so when you walk in, they say, well, okay, well, do you have oh yeah, I got a pre-approval. I got a pre-approval. When you pre-approve, your realtor will work for you a little differently. I'm just saying, y'all, because they already know that the funding is there. So now they know they can move expeditiously because you can provide proof of funds. Your pre-approval letter. Proof of funds. Proof of funds says that I have the funds available to purchase this house. Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection gives us our pre-approval. We've been pre-approved for eternal life, for life and life more abundant. We've been pre-approved for miracles. We've been pre-approved for the desires of our heart to manifest. We've been pre-approved. The thing about the pre-approval is this, though. You're pre-approved, but there's some things that you have to do in order to release the funds, in order to release those things, right? And there are different levels of it, right? Different levels of things that you have to do. So to receive eternal life, you got to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. That's eternal life, check, right? For life and life more abundant, we've got to willingly walk out what God has called us to do. Knowing that that's done. We just got to go through the steps. It's just a formality. It's just a formality. It's just a formality. You got to go through this. It's just a formality. It's already done, but it's just a formality. For things you got to do. I haven't mastered everything in my life. I haven't gotten to my destiny, but I'm definitely going for my destiny. What I have done is consistently work on being the me that God needs me to be. I don't always get it right. Sometimes I fumble. God gives me an opportunity and I fumble it. The beautiful thing is the game's not over. The other beautiful thing is I already know I win. So though I fumbled, I still win, right? So that alleviates some of that pressure off of me, that a fumble is going to cause me to lose. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to just keep fumbling, because the fumbles are delays. Every fumble you make delays you from getting to destiny. So you can keep fumbling your way there, or you can recognize what leads to the fumble and make the adjustment. I choose to recognize what leads to the fumble and make the adjustment. That adjustment is always in me. It's not about the external conditions. It's not about whether it was, raining or snowing, or it's about me. My fumbles are me. It's me. It's my mind. It's my thinking. So I've got to change my thinking. I've got to change what I'm saying to myself. I got to change what I do. I got to change what I'm thinking, because what I'm thinking comes out in what I say, and what I say produces what I do. All of that is think, speak, do. Think, speak, do. We think it, we speak it, we do it, right? So I was thinking about my fumble yesterday because I kept saying it. Y'all, there's some things I don't like doing. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Some things I don't like doing. There's some things that God requires of me that I do not like. I don't like them. And I don't even think they're always fair. But God didn't say he was a fair God. He says he's a just God. And he is a just God that just tells you to do stuff, and you just need to do it. Like Nike, just do it, okay? The more you fight, the more you delay. And at some point, you got to decide, how badly do you want your destiny? Do you want it as badly as you want that vehicle? Are you willing to do what's necessary to get to destiny the way you're willing to do what will be necessary to get that $5,000 in cash in 48 hours? Who wouldn't you call to get that, to make that happen? That took everybody off my list, because listen, $5,000 and I get my dream car. Listen, cash. It got to be cash. Listen, I take Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. Come on, Venmo. What we need to do? Do you really want change? Or do you just want some change? God desires to give you the change that gets you to your destiny, and not just some change so that you can just continue to fumble your way. I don't know about you, but I want that wholesale change. I want God to do that work in me. And it requires for me to be awake, no anesthesia, and no numbing. I gotta feel it. Because once you feel it and you get on the other side of feeling it, promise means so much more. Know this. You already win. You've been pre-approved. Everything else, it's just part of the process. These are the things that you have to go through, the steps that you got to go through to get to it, to make sure that you're qualified to keep it. Exercise your faith. Believe again. Go get your destiny. I pray this word has blessed you. I pray that you have gotten something out of it that keeps you going forward and allows you to look at you, because that's what it's always about. It's about us looking at us, right? It's not us looking at everybody else and like, oh, they need that word, honey. They needed that, honey. Listen, they need to do. What do you need? What do you need from the word? Let's start right there, okay? What you need, okay? Apply that. Worry about that, okay? And know that God's got you. It's safe. The journey is safe. You're safe, and you win. Listen, I pray the word bless you. If the word bless you, you can sow a seed at Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. And y'all know this. Know that God is doing some incredible things. Don't miss what he's doing. If you haven't sold your $55, $555, $5,555, $55,555, $555,555 seed, or $5,555,555 seed. Listen, go ahead and get your seed in before the end of the month. And just put some seed in the ground and watch what God does. Give your seed an assignment. Tell God what you want your seed to do, and let him take care of the rest. Know this, y'all. Know that I absolutely love you guys to life and life more abundant. It's time to get the change that really changes your life. You guys be blessed. Mwah.